Please welcome Executive Chairman, RSAC, Hugh Thompson.
Everybody, hello. Welcome to RSAC 2026. How are you feeling? All right. One more round of applause for the Bacon Brothers. That was amazing. What a great message to kick this conference off with. We are connected. And we are very powerful when we stay connected as a community. That's why RSAC is so important to me and to many of you. It connects and bonds this mighty community. And we are mighty. Make no mistake about that. I am so excited about this year's conference. We have an incredible week for you, and I can't wait to experience it with you and just benefit from the conversations, the insights, the debates, and the fellowship. This, as some of you may be aware, and you probably are aware because you've seen the signs everywhere, is our 35th anniversary. 35. We also have more than 43,000 people here from across the globe. That's a lot of people, a lot of people. We had this year our biggest response ever for our call for speakers. And thanks to our incredible program committee, where you at? I see you, okay, thank you, because thanks to you, we have what I believe is the best program we've ever had at this conference. I can't wait for you to see it. Now, there's a certain dynamism that exists right now in cybersecurity. AI is rapidly changing everything around us. It's changing everything. It's forcing us to rethink how we defend. It's also forcing us to reimagine how our adversaries are going to attack. And it's making us retool to a world where both defenders and attackers have access to AI. I'm here to tell you that we cannot be passive observers on this AI journey. We can't afford to be. AI and cybersecurity are so deeply intertwined. We can't let AI be something that happens to us. Instead, it's our responsibility as cybersecurity professionals to make AI work for us. And this is something to think about. AI cannot operate sustainably anywhere, in businesses, in governments, or in homes, without cybersecurity. Just think about that for a sec. In fact, I would argue AI just made our jobs way bigger in cybersecurity. The conversations that will happen this week, in the sessions, in the halls, will help shape the future of AI for years to come. I really believe that. Now, I've been around for a while. I've been the program committee chair here for 18 years. And what I've learned is that many of us choose cybersecurity as a career because we have a deep and abiding need to protect others. It comes from a really powerful place. It's just part of who we are. It's not just something that we do. It's a calling. It's a driving force in our lives that sustains us through periods of extreme stress and intensity. And everybody here knows what I mean. It's the kind of stress that comes from seeing your company's name in the headlines after a massive data breach. It's the sickening feeling of knowing that a nation state is hanging around and exploring your systems. It's the feeling of helplessness when the company shut down while somebody is demanding a ransom payment. And what I've found is that when you ask people who are really driven about the work that they do in cybersecurity, there's a story. In fact, there's usually many stories, and sometimes alcohol is involved in telling these stories. It's hard to really explain or even to fully understand your passion and mission until it's captured in moments. And I'd like to share one of my own moments with you briefly. So this happened about 3 years ago. And as many of you know, I have many kids. I have 5 young kids. And so at this time, my oldest daughter was 12. And so we were walking around, we were in the living room of the house near the front door. And I put my foot down, she's right next to me, and I step on a gigantic piece of glass. Now, if you've never stepped on a really large piece of glass, first of all, I do not recommend it. Like, don't seek out this experience. It is definitely not good. And so as soon as I stepped on this thing, obviously intense pain, but 2 things crossed my mind. Number 1, I now know what happened to that snow globe that I saw my 2 7-year-old twins playing with a couple hours earlier. So that was number 1. That was the first thing. The snow globe mystery is solved. And then number 2 was my wife is going to be incredibly upset if I bleed on the carpet, right? So with those, the revelation and then kind of fear on the other side, I hobbled over to the couch in the living room, and my daughter goes off and she gets first aid kit. And so I'm sitting and I'm trying to kind of get this thing out of there. And my mind just starts to wander, and I could actually feel a tear kind of form on the side of my eye and then dropping down my face. And my daughter, she looks at me, and she's just so worried, right? She's like, "Dad, are you okay? I'm so sorry that this happened to you." And I was almost surprised by what she said, and I turned back to her and I just told her, it's like, I'm not sad, I'm so happy because you were walking right next to me, and if I hadn't stepped on that piece of glass, it would have been you. Every parent in here, every brother, every sister knows exactly the feeling that I'm talking about. You would rather something happen to you than a loved one. And at that moment, it really crystallized for my daughter what it meant to love that way. And for me, that moment crystallized something that I'd always known. I need to protect my family. And beyond that, protecting others is what gives me purpose. I've been thinking a lot about how people discover what drives them, their whys. Like, how do they realize the things that matter the most to them? So my question to each of you to ponder is, what's your why? Now, you may have many whys, and that's okay, that's good. I want you to learn a little bit more about the people around you, because we are stronger when we are bonded. And a huge part of this event is about that bonding. So under your seat, hopefully, you will find a blank card and a pen. Okay, take a look, take a second, hopefully you'll find it. And I want you to take a minute, I want you to grab that card and quickly write down the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the question, what's your why for you? And honestly, could be anything. Could be anything. Liberate yourself. Open your mind, right? Don't think a lot about it. Could be your pets. Could be your family. Could be Pokemon Go. Could be, I don't know, live action Star Wars reenactments, right? Don't judge if you haven't tried that. Just throw something down there. Okay, and don't even worry about it being your most important why, because we have many whys. Just write one. Here's mine, family. Now I would invite you to hold those signs up. Just hold them up right there where you're seated. Hold them up a little bit. Okay, all right, you're getting it. The front's doing good, the side, oh, the back, okay, all right. And just take a minute and look around you and soak that in. I bet you, when you shared your why, and you wrote that thing down, and you held it up, and you showed it to someone around you, that you had a smile on your face. I bet you did. And if you did, that's when you know that you found at least one of your whys. Thank you. Put the signs down. Thanks for doing that. It's important that we get to know each other. This week is all about community. It's the fueling station for the why in your life that's around protecting and defending. The why in your life that drove you into the space of cybersecurity. We are in this together. And I hope during this week you'll feel the power of community. I hope you really feel it. Now, I'm excited to welcome onto the stage RSAC's CEO, Jen Easterly, to join me. Jen, come on out, come on out.
Thank you so much. It's so great to be here with you and with this amazing community, a community that represents my own why. As you talked about, Hugh, so many of us do what we do for the ones that we love. Daughters, sons, partners, parents, families, friends. That's where our why often begins, that inner circle. But in this community, something powerful, something remarkable happens. That circle gets bigger. We may come to this work to protect the ones we love, but we stay knowing it's about protecting others. Like a child in a hospital, a town relying on clean water, a small business trying to keep the doors open, a first responder answering the call. That's what we protect. And if we do it well, most people don't see it. They don't see the long hours, they don't see the trade-offs, they don't see the time that we spend away from the ones that we love, but we see it. And we know this is not just a job. It is a calling. It's a service, it's a mission, it's a choice. Every single day, this community makes a deliberate choice to be protectors and defenders. So when the work is hard, remember your why. When the stakes are high, remember your why. When the path feels uncertain, remember your why. When the burnout feels very real, remember your why. And then look around you. This is our community, and we should draw strength from that because together we are stronger than any threat. Together we're building trust in a world that desperately needs trust. A world increasingly powered by the most consequential technology of our lifetime, moving faster and faster than ever.
I couldn't agree more, Jen. This space is changing so rapidly. Just look at the titles and the descriptions of the talks in this year's agenda. A single individual cannot keep up with the changes that are happening. Just not possible. And it's not just the threat landscape that's changing, it's also the opportunities that AI is driving. And how do we help businesses, organizations, and even our families? I would argue through the power of community. Now, I would encourage you, and I do this every year, so you should be used to it, I would encourage you that if you do only one thing over the next few days, it's meet 3 new people. 2 is not good enough. No. At least 3. I'm not capping it at 3. At least 3 new people. Maybe this is just thought of a strategy. Start by sharing your why. Right? Why not, Tim? Let's see how it goes. We'll see. And ask them what's their why. And I think what will happen is that you'll bond. You'll get stronger because of it. You're going to create an ally and a connection in this field that can feel so lonely at times.
Exactly, Hugh. So we began with a reminder that we are all connected. And this community really reminds us of something deeper, that we're just a few degrees away from each other's loved ones, each other's safety, each other's trust. That's the power of connection, connected in service to one another and in service of something greater than ourselves, right? Of the community, by the community, for the community, building a safer, more secure digital world.
I couldn't have said it better, Jen. We're both so much looking forward to spending this time with you this week. Let's make this the best RSAC ever, powered by community.
Woo! Thanks.
We'll see you this week. Thank you.